What do the strong hate most? The weak? No. The innocent? No. They hate those who combine weakness with wickedness. You can be high in society, like Trump, but be a weak, wretched pest with altruism, strength, or force, or character, or ethos whatsoever. There is this Seneca's saying that a cock is important only on his own dunghill. If you remove the context from the cock on his pile of dung, he loses meaning. If you take a very important person and place it as a captive of, for example, Somali pirates, he may say about money, he may say about sex, he may mention about fames, but he's a utter zero in this context. It's good to remember that, dealing with different people of different classes, different relations. Now, I believe that at various stages of our lives, sometimes we are strong, sometimes we are weak. Sometimes we are courageous and brave, sometimes we act like cowards. But it is the ethos that you incorporate or try to incorporate whatsoever within that is strong. This is the soft side. Courtesies with people, pleasantries, the outward softness, bespoken, weakness, but strength within. And that is the true confrontation of a person. Some people live their whole lives thinking they're strong, unbeatable bastards. Others think they're soft and weak for most of their lives. But when the confrontations come, not one, but many confrontations, in which they can combat truly for their spine and ethos, that shows what a man or a woman is. When encountering a novelty, an anomaly, a situation, it destroys all the automatism and socialization. We think we are free, we think we are strong, we think we are brave, we think we are good, we think we are courageous, righteous. We may think that. But when things happen from the objective side of assessment, this shows for what we truly are. The masks are taken off, we stare in the mirror bluntly, and some people are self-deceiving enough to think and rationalize away the fact that they are total bastards just to fix their image in the mirror and go to sleep. And this self-deception grows in, just like the evils of it. It grows within. And you capture yourself one day without a mask and see what a total swine you are. Or you remove that mask and see that you are a lion or a serpent. Or that you see that you are as you are and you comprehend it honestly. What constitutes you, what you truly are. So, what differentiates a stupid, vile brute that thinks that he is strong from a strong person is that the strong brute has no self-reflection. He has no time for weakness or building up. He's just a strong brute, like an ox. The only thing you can do is to slay him, and he dies with this brutish thing. Now, a strong person that builds up his strength within, you may slay him too. But he has a large dose of self-reflection, something to contribute. And he attempts to slay the brute that destroys the weaker or the innocent, the honest. And he is the one, the strong person, that sees people in power that are weak and wretched and vile like pigs, with all the bombastic faces of strength and rhetorical flair and flavors. So, what I adore the most with my determination that I've built up throughout years, the last that I recall was a conversation with a very humble, homeless person that I invited over for a coffee because he was passing by and selling his illustrations near the park. And he was speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, speeding up. On the other side, a granny approached us. You might say a granny, and we started conversing. She was such a nice lady. A nice lady. Until she started speeding up and boasting how she fucking hates everything. Then she said that she hates Ukrainians. Then she said that she hates everyone, the government, this, that, but she loves Jesus. And I was ashamed for a friend that I was talking with for that vile, weak, old bitch, idiot. Respect people that are old and learn from them if they are wise. If they are utter fools, why to listen to them? Why? And the very important thing is to, especially for the young, to discern. Discern what is wise. There are plenty of gurus, charlatans, people that try to mentor and sell you their bullshit and projections, and you believe them because they have charisma, they have this gift of the gab, whatever. Not that they may be utter fools, because most of them they are. But expertise comes with intellectual humility. Usually it doesn't flash left and right. And the most delightful professors that have the most great wisdoms and knowledge to convey are not out there on the stage talking to the masses. I've met a few. I hope that is a discerning speech, because it is the discernment that is really important. To discern, you need to know. And you know by critical appraisal and understanding of certain things. This guy is right, we follow him. He may be a total idiot. Another guy may be right, may be wrong. He's not a utter brute or a total vulgar idiot convinced that he's right. So it's ambiguous. Complex things, complex advanced systems of thought, philosophy, ethos, arete. Let's go for the charismatic guy. He will tell us what to do. Populism, when it hits the lowest common denominator of emotions, it brings out the scum. And the scum is visible at the very forefront of those societies. And then people think that the scum, the elites that are scum, are the creme de la creme of the society. Why those who know and recognize them as scum, within them the blood boils. They want nothing to do with it. So and so, I wish you every soft power of strength and integrity whenever you may, as an aspiration, at least, to carry on. Better to be a noble wretch. Sometimes we become wretches after all so many years of fighting and fighting. Than the swine that is in power is popular. Better to be a noble wretch than an ignoble pig. Whatever status you hold in life, whatever resources you have, networks and so on. Simple. And it's so difficult.